All right, so what I want to walk you through here a little bit, the FDA CSV Team Journey, and I'll hand it over to Cisco. A lot of initiative had started way back in 2011 from the FDA case for quality. I won't get into details about what the case for quality is and what MDIC is, but what that triggered really a very important topic, that is CSV, was the barrier to a lot of companies to actually automate tools. Why? Because they're afraid of the validation. Validation was the biggest thing on their mind. You can implement the system within a week or two, but when you want to validate it, it might take 6 months. Well, why? Right? So a lot of these initiatives taking place, and I want to go back again to Jason Spiegler and Cisco Vicenty, as they wanted to be part of the solution, and they gathered many of us leaders. As you may know, that I was one of the executives at Baxter Healthcare, and I joined that team. And of course, now we're compliance group. We're one of technically the only consultant firm within that FDA CSV team, that we gathered together with 15 other members from the industry, and we came up with a lot of recommendation on how to streamline the validation process. Thankfully, a lot of those recommendation went into the draft guidance that we all are working on, and hopefully you'll get to collect the fruits of that FDA draft guidance by the end of 2020, and Cisco hopefully will speak to that a little bit. But now it started kind of late 2019 and early 2020, that ISPE GAMP, that everyone, all of us within this industry, we've been in the industry for so many years, we always look to GAMP, right? Well, GAMP finally endorsed and supporting the CSA. And I'm proud to say that I became part of GAMP America to push and help include CSA concept within the GDG data integrity. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more details, and you'll see some of it also in our white paper. Next slide, please. And here's the team that really worked so hard on developing the recommendation, and we give a lot of credit to Zoll LifeVest, for example, for Frank Milidandri, who really was one of the first adopters. We've got also from a pharma side and a biotech, we got Verisol, for example, who were one of the early adapters to really jump on the CSA, because again, CSA, I'm gonna start saying this, you're gonna hear me saying it all the time. We are within the regulation. Computer software assurance is definitely within the current regulation and nothing new. It's just a concept that will help you streamline your validation process. So a lot of these individuals that you see in the picture, or the names, and some of them are not in the picture, we thank them very much for coming up with all these recommendations that went into the draft guide.